Guys, so we have our 2007 Toyota Innova. Now this is our lab rat, we can say. So I'll show you guys what's the issue for today. Start it up. She's very loud, very loud. Okay, that's our issue right there. Okay, now I'm gonna put it into into R, reverse, and there's no signal. See, that's what you have to solve today. So I've opened up the tray. It's actually quite simple to open. It's just a couple of clips here, and you can actually just pry it open using a flathead screwdriver. This is a previous clip that I recorded when I was removing the cover. The entire process is very easy. You just have to remove a bunch of clips from the body. And it comes out very easily. Now if we come back here and have a look, so that's our camera right there. This thing requires a bit of oiling as well, actually. So I've actually diagnosed a bit on what the issue is about. So this part here is where it's connected to the camera, or the camera assembly that we have seen just now, right? And this is then connected to this cable. This cable will be then brought through here and into our infotainment system in the car, right? So now let's take a closer look at the issue that we have at hand. That would be this. I got a feeling that this, you see, there's a chipping of the wire here. I think that would be the main issue. I don't know whether you can see it. Yep. So it's just two small cables that are going through. We want to take it out and test it out before we actually go and buy a new camera for ourselves. Alright, just a quick update. I've actually tested this out. These two ends of the cable, I just stuck an ammeter in there, and there is current flow, and supplies about 12 volts in these two cables here, this one and this one. So these are the ones that is connected to the camera. So that's what we'll be looking at. Right guys, so I'll just brief you guys through on the electrical system. As we know, the infotainment system is connected to the camera, and the cables run through the roofing of the car. As I mentioned earlier, we suspect there's a breakage in the cable somewhere along this line. Since we have tested out with the ammeter and found out there's 12 volts being supplied to the end of the cable, we can assume that the cables under the roofing are all okay, no problems there. Just a safety tip guys, before you start working on your car, especially on electrical works, make sure to disconnect your battery terminals. Either one would do actually. The next part is quite tricky. You need a steady set of hands and some electrical tape and plastic wrapping. Once you remove the insulation from the camera's cable, you'll find 4 more smaller cables. Use a crimpler or a knife and remove the insulation on those cables as well. Next, you have a couple of options actually. You have an option of soldering it, or you can simply twist the wires together. Once that is done, all you have to do is use a heat gun, a lighter, a match or anything that could melt the plastic wrapping onto the cables so that it gives a bit of strength. We don't want the cable getting squished between the body and this cable here, so just put a bit of electrical tape and hope it works. Alright, this is very simple. So this is the cable just now, and that's the electrical cable. This will be then connected to our camera here. See? Before we put the cover back on, let's try it out. And it works. Well, that's about $40 saved there. All DIY. Alright, so all that is left is to fit this cover. This cover back on top here. Should be fairly easy. So, alright, here we go. What you have to do is to hook up the back part first. Align these sections properly.
One eternity later. A few moments later.
So you hear the sound of the pips. So once completed, you will have this thing, this cover, sitting flush with the joints here, and look good. Everything's intact. Oh, there's a loose clip right here. Yep. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe to our channel.